Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well and progressing in chess moves and the chess game. Today, I will bring you what a checkmate is. And basically, checkmate is the end of the game. If you're checkmating, that means you are threatening the king with checkmate. Meaning, what does that mean? It means that the opponent's king cannot move, cannot capture, and cannot block. It's like you've surrounded it from all areas and it has no safe square to go to. It has nobody else to defend it, and it is not able to capture because it's usually done by two attackers or more. And so when you're surrounded, it's kind of like the white flag. You're waving the white flag, basically, and you surrender, and that means a win. Here we have the position where it's white to move, and it's going to be mate into, that's shortened for checkmate. As you can see, this game can still go either way, and you have to be very precise in knowing where to go and calculate this in your head. That's why I suggest longer games before you do any bullet or blitz, because you need time to think, especially in the beginning when you're forming your patterns and understanding end games of how this works. So I'm going to let you think. You can pause the video, and it's white to move, checkmate in 2 moves. Do you see? Remember, this knight can be pretty sneaky, so you got to be careful where you're going to put the rook. So I'll show you 2 ways to checkmate depending on what the black pieces do. You can go rook to b4, and let's say the knight wants to attack the rook. Correct? Well, it's a little bit slow because what's the next move for checkmate? Yes, indeed, it is b7. Do you see how now if this king wants to take, it cannot, because it cannot be, it's going to go right into the path of this other king. So the king is active here, the white king is active. It is in the game, a lot of times the king will be active in the end game. It has to be active to be part of the attack. And here the black king cannot move here because it cannot move here because both the rook and the king are defending the square. There's no way that this bishop can go anywhere on a white square because it has only stay on the dark square. And this is what the checkmate looks like. The king cannot capture, the king cannot escape, the king cannot block. Okay, so that is what a checkmate is. Let's go back to this position, original position. All right, what if we go here again? And the knight goes here, trying to block its path. All right, it's basically the only active piece that can maybe do something. And so it's blocking. Well, it's okay. So what is the next move for checkmate for white? To checkmate the black king. Notice the white king is already attacking these 2 squares. So the black king cannot go here. Okay. The only open move that it has is here, but once I move this rook over here, it is now checkmate. Notice this way, this, and this. There's no way for the black, no place for the king to go. No pieces can take out any of these attackers, and if they could take out one, there still would be the other one. Well, they cannot take out either of the attackers. All these pieces are not in a coordinated fashion. Only the knight could be doing something, but there's lack of coordination here on the black side. So you can see now the black king is surrounded. It has no safe square to go to. It has nobody from its ranks can capture any of the pieces, and there's no way it can block. Okay, this rook is kind of stuck. This bishop can only go on dark squares, and this knight cannot do anything about any of this right now, because now the king has to be protected. The king has to move. The king needs to be there protected. It needs to escape to a different square, and or it needs to block any of this, and it cannot do any of the three. And therefore, this is checkmate, and the game is over. White has won. So go please find chess.com, Light Chess, and other places have free puzzles, endgame puzzles. Start practicing those endgame puzzles. They're all with the rook and the bishop, the queen, and other things, and so forth and so on. So please really focus on your checkmating skills. This could have gone into a draw even. If you did not know where to put your rook, it could have been taken by the knight. Or if you had gone in a different route, it could have ended in a draw. All right, that means a stalemate. So it's very important to learn checkmating techniques. And I'll be putting more types of checkmates in future videos. Thank you.